What's buzzing in the world of entertainment and music today? We've got some seriously spicy updates that you absolutely cannot miss. Get ready to dive into the fast-paced news cycle with Shady Spotlight, where we bring you the hottest stories before anyone else. From unexpected musical collaborations to major anniversary releases, buckle up because we're about to drop some knowledge. You're going to want to hear this. Don't go anywhere. This is the news you've been waiting for. First up, a legendary pop icon is facing a playful jab from a beloved boy band member. We're talking about a story that mixes chart-topping artists with a dash of flight-induced camaraderie and a hint of musical rivalry. Could this be the most unexpected beef in pop history? We dive into the details. Then, we're heading back in time to celebrate a monumental anniversary in music. A truly groundbreaking album, the first of its kind to hit #1 on the Billboard charts, is getting the deluxe treatment. Get ready for a deep dive into its legacy and what this special reissue means for fans. And that's not all. We're also uncovering the story behind a historic concert performance that accompanied the album's debut, a show where the artist decided to play the entire new record from start to finish, much to the surprise of the audience. What happened when the hits were put on hold? Finally, we've got an update on the album's creation process itself, revealing where and how this masterpiece was brought to life. From transatlantic voyages to creative retreats, the journey to Captain Fantastic is as fascinating as the music itself. Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe to Shady Spotlight, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. A pop icon faces a boy band's playful jab. Get ready for a story that's as surprising as it is entertaining, featuring a playful jab from a well-known boy band member directed at none other than the legendary Mariah Carey. Duncan James, a familiar face from the British group Blue, has humorously called out the iconic singer for a missed opportunity that, in his words, felt like a major career moment slipping through their fingers. This tale begins with a chance encounter on a flight, a setting that often sparks unexpected connections and unfolds into a narrative of dashed hopes and humorous retrospection. At the height of Blue's popularity, Duncan James found himself in first class on a flight from Los Angeles to London, a journey that turned extraordinary when Mariah Carey was seated opposite him. The encounter escalated when Carey's assistant approached Duncan, inviting him for a drink at the onboard bar with the superstar herself. What followed was a surreal experience for Duncan, involving vodka shots and Mariah Carey singing in his ear. He described it as the best moment in my whole career, especially since she recognized Blue. However, the elation was short-lived. The punchline to this memorable flight escapade: Mariah Carey later collaborated with Westlife, a rival boy band, instead of Blue. Duncan's playful lament, "It's like, cheers, Mariah," perfectly encapsulates the humorous disappointment. This anecdote comes as Blue celebrates 25 years in the music industry with the release of their 7th studio album, Reflections. The band, comprising Duncan James, Lee Ryan, Anthony Costa, and Simon Webb, has a history of collaborating with music royalty. They've previously worked with Sir Elton John on Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word, and Stevie Wonder on their cover of Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Simon Webb recalled the surreal experience of receiving praise from Elton John himself, stating, "One minute I was signing on, then you're getting nods from legends like Elton John. We got a tour of his place, and he told us All Rise was the best album of that year." Duncan also shared a vivid memory of touring Elton John's home, particularly his extensive collection of glasses. The band's new single, One Last Time, holds a deeply personal significance, written by Duncan in memory of his best friend, Terry John, who passed away suddenly last year. Duncan explained the profound connection he felt, describing it as if Terry was channeling the melody and lyrics into his head. He views the song as a love letter to Terry, and notes that all band members can relate to its powerful lyrics due to personal experiences with loss. Blue is set to embark on a tour across Asia later this year, followed by 17 dates in the UK and shows across Europe, continuing to connect with fans through their music and shared experiences. This story highlights the quirky side of the music industry, where even legendary artists have humorous what-ifs and memorable encounters. The public reaction has been a mix of amusement and nostalgia, with fans sharing their own celebrity encounters and reminiscing about blues' impact on their lives. It's a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, artists are people with relatable experiences and lighthearted rivalries. But what happens when a legendary album gets a major milestone treatment? We're about to unpack the 50th anniversary reissue of a record that made history. Elton John's Captain Fantastic marks 50 years with landmark reissue. This year marks a significant milestone for one of music's most iconic figures, Sir Elton John, as his groundbreaking 1975 album, Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, is set to receive a lavish 50th anniversary edition. This release isn't just another reissue. It celebrates an album that shattered records, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart and staying there for an unprecedented 7 weeks. It was the first album in history to achieve this feat, solidifying its place in music lore. The album, a deeply personal concept record co-written with longtime lyricist Bernie Taupin, chronicles their early careers and struggles in London. While it only produced one major hit, Someone Saved My Life Tonight, Captain Fantastic is revered by fans and critics alike for its artistry and narrative depth. Upon its release, it was RIAA certified gold on the day it dropped, thanks to an overwhelming number of pre-orders, selling an astonishing 1.4 million copies in its first 4 days. The 50th anniversary edition, slated for release on October 24th, will be available in multiple formats, including digital, a 2 LP set, a 2 CD set, and a single LP featuring Live at Midsummer Music, Wembley Stadium 1975. This live recording captures a pivotal concert where Elton John performed the entire Captain Fantastic album from start to finish, a decision that famously surprised and, for some, disappointed fans eager for his hits. Elton John himself expressed profound pride in the album, stating in a release, "I think it's the best thing we ever did. The songs were strong, Bernie's lyrics were brilliant, seeing it go to #1 faster than anything I'd ever released felt like vindication, like the culmination of everything Bernie and I had fought for." Bernie Taupin echoed this sentiment, describing the album as chronicling a very special time in our lives and highlighting the deep bond of friendship and creativity they shared. The expanded reissue includes the original album remastered in 2016, previously unreleased session demos, and Elton's live performances of the tracks recorded in 2005 for the album's 30th anniversary. A significant addition is a 28-page booklet featuring Elton's 1974 diary entries, offering an intimate glimpse into the creative process and personal life during that era. The Live at Midsummer Music, Wembley Stadium 1975 LP makes its vinyl debut, documenting the historic concert where Elton played the new album in its entirety to a massive crowd, a bold artistic choice that has since become legendary. Fans and critics have lauded the upcoming reissue, recognizing its historical significance and the opportunity to delve deeper into the creation of a masterpiece. The inclusion of rare demos, live recordings, and personal diary entries promises a comprehensive experience for both longtime admirers and new listeners. This release is not just a celebration of an album, but a testament to Elton John and Bernie Taupin's enduring partnership and their impact on the music landscape. But the story of Captain Fantastic doesn't end with its studio creation. We're taking you behind the scenes of a legendary live performance that accompanied its debut. Captain Fantastic Live, when Elton played the album, not the hits. Imagine attending a concert by one of the biggest artists in the world, expecting to hear all your favorite chart toppers, only to have the artist play an entire new album from start to finish. This was precisely the experience for tens of thousands of fans at Wembley Stadium in 1975 during Elton John's Midsummer Music Concert, where he debuted Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. This legendary performance, now being released on vinyl for the first time as part of the album's 50th anniversary reissue, remains a fascinating case study in artistic intent versus audience expectation. The concert, held at the iconic Wembley Stadium, featured a star-studded lineup handpicked by Elton himself, including Rufus featuring Chaka Khan, Joe Walsh, the Eagles, and the Beach Boys. With an estimated 72,000 to 100,000 fans in attendance, the atmosphere was electric. However, instead of launching into a setlist filled with his established hits, Elton John made the bold decision to perform Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy in its entirety. This was the first time he had ever played the new album live, and the intention was clearly to showcase the cohesive narrative and musicality of the work. While the artistic merit of playing a new album front to back is undeniable for any dedicated fan, the reality on the ground was mixed. Many in the massive crowd had come expecting to sing along to hits like Your Song or Rocket Man. The decision to forego them in favor of the yet unfamiliar tracks from Captain Fantastic led to a restless audience, with reports indicating that a significant number of concertgoers left before the show concluded. Despite the audience's restlessness, the performance was captured and is now recognized as a remarkable recording, offering a unique snapshot of a pivotal moment in Elton John's career and the live debut of an album that would soon become a classic. This event underscores the artistic risks artists take and the complex relationship between performer and audience. For Elton John, it was a statement of confidence in his new work, a desire to present the Captain Fantastic album as a complete artistic statement rather than a collection of singles. The live recording from Wembley Stadium serves as a historical document of this daring choice, allowing fans today to experience the concert as it happened and appreciate the performance of the album in its original live context. It's a testament to the album's strength that, despite the initial audience reaction, the performance itself is now celebrated as a significant piece of music history. The inclusion of this live recording in the 50th anniversary edition provides fans with an unparalleled opportunity to understand the context of the album's release and Elton's artistic vision at the time. It's a rare chance to witness a legendary artist prioritizing artistic integrity over immediate crowd-pleasing, a decision that ultimately contributed to the enduring legacy of Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. But how exactly did this groundbreaking album come to be written? We're going back to the journey that inspired its creation. From transatlantic voyage to chart domination, the birth of Captain Fantastic, the creation of Elton John's seminal 1975 album, Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, is a story as epic and unique as the music itself. Conceived and largely written aboard the SS France, then the world's longest passenger liner, the album's genesis lies in a moment of respite during an intensely demanding period in Elton's career. While traveling back to the United States, Elton embarked on a leisurely journey, armed with lyrics provided by his longtime collaborator Bernie Taupin. He utilized the ship's music room, the Salon d'Embassy, to compose the melodies, committing everything to memory as he lacked a tape recorder at the time. This method of composing, creating music entirely in his head before recording, speaks to the creative intensity and focus Elton possessed. The resulting album, a concept piece detailing the early, often challenging, careers of Elton, Captain Fantastic, and Bernie, the Brown Dirt Cowboy in London, went on to achieve historic success. It became the first album ever to debut at #1 on the US Billboard 200 chart, a monumental achievement that highlighted the growing phenomenon of Elton John's artistry. Its initial release saw unprecedented commercial success, achieving gold certification on its release day due to massive pre-order numbers and selling 1.4 million copies within its first 4 days, ultimately staying at the top of the charts for 7 weeks. The 50th anniversary edition of Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy offers a comprehensive package for fans. It includes the 2016 remaster of the original album, complemented by previously unreleased session demos that provide insight into the album's development. Additionally, it features Elton's live performances of the album's tracks, recorded in 2005 for its 30th anniversary, offering a different perspective on the enduring songs. A significant highlight is the 28-page booklet, which contains not only detailed sleeve notes, but also never-before-seen diary entries from Elton's personal diaries in 1974, offering an intimate look into his life and thoughts during the album's conception. Furthermore, the reissue includes Live at Midsummer Music, Wembley Stadium, 1975, a recording of the landmark concert where Elton played the entire Captain Fantastic album live for the first time. This performance, previously only available on CD, now makes its vinyl debut. Despite the artistic choice to play the new album in full, which led to some audience members departing early, the recording is considered a remarkable piece of music history, showcasing the album's power in a live setting. The story of Captain Fantastic is a testament to Elton John's prolific output and his unique creative process. The 50th anniversary edition not only celebrates the album's commercial and critical success, but also delves into its creation, offering fans a rich, multifaceted experience that deepens their appreciation for this iconic work and the enduring partnership between Elton John and Bernie Taupin. And that wraps up our deep dive into the world of music news today. Don't go anywhere, we've got a quick recap and your full call to action coming right up. And that wraps up our deep dive into the world of music news today. Don't go anywhere, we've got a quick recap and your full call to action coming right up.